I'm a big fan of Jordan low sneakers, and I managed to grab a pair of these under retail. The reason I like lows is just they're a bit more sort of easier to wear for me, and don't feel like I've sort of got clamped down on the heel area. Like I said, just I like that kind of more ankle mobility really, and that's more what I mean by sort of casual wear. And so I managed to pick these up again, just really sort of low under retail, and it was for me just another sort of cool neutral looking sneaker. I don't have too many Jordan 6s, so I think the other one I have is the Carmine and the Georgetown. So I wanted to grab a low if I could find one, and this one came up. So this is a nice one to have in my opinion. Obviously, it being a Paris Saint-Germain collab, it's going to have that kind of tag on it, but I'd prefer obviously a Jumpman on there. But generally speaking, it's a cool sneaker in my opinion, and I like the lows. I think the reference to the Porsche 911 with the spoiler at the back is nice. So to get your the heel tab to allow you to sort of slip the sneaker on and off. And I think, I don't know, for me, like, it's probably a hot topic, but I think the lows look better for Jordan 6s rather than the highs. I think the highs, similar to Jordan 5s, look really bulky, and for that reason, other reason as well, I kind of like the more sort of sleeker look of these, and like the way the colour blocking is as well, because it's grey, and it's kind of this leather that's kind of slightly on the light grey side. And then also the speckles, which kind of reminds you of the Oreos. And not really to speak much about the outsole, but the outsole is clear. Yeah, just really nice. And it feels good quality as well. I don't think there's like too many issues that I can see. A few glue stains here and there, but nothing major. Glad to pick these up. So here are the details for the Jordan 6 Low PSG. It comes in a light bone, iron grey and white and magma orange colour scheme. And it has an EVA sole with a Nike airbag in the heel and in the forefoot. And it comes with an all nubuck and leather upper. And the price was £185. So in terms of comfort and sizing, it has what I would call a firm sole. It's kind of similar to me to the way an Air Max 1 feels. There is a kind of support there and around the arch, and the cushioning in terms of the airbag is there, but I still feel it's more of a firm sort of sole really. And for that reason, I think it'll take sort of 5 to 10 hours for the suede to soften, and basically for you to sort of wear in the sneaker, so it becomes a bit more easier to wear. And I would go like true to size in these, but you can sort of opt to go sort of half size down because they do run slightly bigger. And I'd say the grip is average in the rain as well, so that's what I found in here when I've been wearing them sort of casually. They're not the most grippiest sort of sneakers, but still like good enough though. In terms of the look and style, I think I like the colour blocking because it's similar to the Carmine colour blocking, and the greys or the dark greys really stand out. So this I feel was good for sort of the spring autumn time because it's a low cut sneaker. I feel these work best as a casual, smart casual sneaker really. I think this one particularly because of the back heel tab, plastic heel tab, it's more sportier than other models, and it can be sort of quite busy, so I think for that reason I'd probably go slightly more on the casual side, but you can sort of dress these up depending on the colourway as well. But I think for this one, because it's quite a neutral colourway, you can dress them up quite smart and casual, and also because they're a low cut. I think they are best with the kind of the laces that you get at the moment, which is sort of the sale kind of white laces, but you can put sort of orange in because it goes against the PSG colour scheming, which is the magma orange, and basically also black and grey as well, so that's also an option. But I kind of like them with the sort of sale white laces that you already have in there. It kind of complements it quite well in my opinion. So in terms of the pros, it comes with a Carmine colour blocking, so that's always, I think, on the Jordan 6 model looks nice. And as I mentioned earlier, the colour scheme is neutral. Even though it's a dark grey and it kind of sort of stands out, it's still sort of easy to match with different outfits. And because it's a low cut, and you don't see too many Jordan 6 low cuts, especially in the sort of carmine color blocking. I kind of think that the pros of it is being the uniqueness of it. So whether that's a good thing or a bad thing. In terms of cons, I think because it's a PSG collab, the heel tag, rather than having a Jumpman on there, it's got the PSG strip. So I think that kind of detracts against it, in my opinion. The cost, I think the cost is really high. So it was £185. So for that reason, I think it's definitely a con. I think even if it was around the sort of Jordan 1 low price of about £145, I think that's still sort of palatable. But this seems quite expensive in my opinion. And the comfort, so Jordan 6 are sort of known for not being too comfortable, and it takes a certain kind of person to basically wear them. And but I like lows, so that's the reason why I purchased them. And a few sort of glue stains and paint issues here and there, but nothing too major. And like I mentioned, the low top isn't for everyone, so most people prefer the highs. I prefer the lows, but I'm kind of an odd one in that respect. So in terms of the ratings, the look and style, I give this a 4 out of 5. I personally think it looks really nice. Like I mentioned earlier, apart from the heel tab with the PSG branding on it, I think it looks just a really nice sneaker and sort of understated in a way. Comfort, I'll give it a 3. It's very sort of mid, so it's kind of similar to an Air Max 1. So it's not the most comfortable, but you can get by. And the quality, I'll give it a 4. I think there wasn't too many issues with it, and the materials seem to be very well thought out, and the colour scheme is nice as well. And in terms of the pricing, I give that a 4 out of 5 as well. So it's a bit too high for a low cut in my opinion, so that should be lower. And overall, I'll give it a 4. Reason being is I think I personally like lows, but and also because of the colour scheming, and I picked them up on the resale market for under retail, but I appreciate that a lot. Not everyone likes low cuts, so if you're not in that kind of bandwagon, then you can probably take a mark off for that and put it at 3. But I personally like it.